If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So today we will go through the very important topic of change record. How the change record functionality is used in SAP PLM, and what is the requirement to have a change record functionality. So basically, the business in business terminology, they refer. Business always refers that if there is a change with respect to the existing product or product due to the feedback from the customer. So the question is, when there is any kind of changes with respect to a product, related to a product, then how that change should be taking place, from where the requirement of change starts or triggers, and who receives that change, and how that change execution must be done. Okay, so in business terms, this is the use case when there is any change, and then how the change trigger and how the change execution should be taking place until the new changes for that particular product is going to be implemented via manufacturing process. And once that manufacturing process for the new changes is been adapted, once the manufacturing with related to the changes which is been implemented, and then it is available for the customer in the market. So this is a typical business use case, and it is there across the industry, manufacturing industry. Either it is for process industry, or it is for discrete industry. Discrete, they have a lot of usability for this engineering change management. Okay, so in this session I will show you the what all what all the object elements you can consider for a change, how you can include those objects for a change, how you will create a change record, how you will do the rework of a particular change, and how you will complete the change, and then close the change, and how you can what is the different user statuses related to particular change, what is the user statuses available offered from SAP, and uh, what is the different actions with respect to the user statuses. So these all configurations in the system, as well as these all activity by using our S4 system, which we are using right now. I'll show you how you can define the workflow template which is offered as a standard from S4. Okay, so that I will show you. And this engineering change management, whatever module we are covering today, and the demo what I am going to show you, it is more uh, actually in the system, it is more of user, from usability perspective. If I talk, it will be for discrete industry, but process wise everything is same. You can use the same status profile, same user action, and different change record types you can create. So all these things you can do it. Only the difference is, for discrete change record, as for offering, they have provided a workflow, standard workflow template where it is standalone, and you can use the same template whenever you are creating a different change record. But if there is also another option, by using the BRF plus functionality, which is standard, not from now, from many years. that is available, and by using BRF plus you can use the template, and different statuses and actions can be mapped together. So that option I'm not going to show you because I don't have that. I don't want to go to technical, very technical depth, and for this demo we will only follow the standard workflow template. Okay, and I will show you end to end scenario how you can do. I will share with you the SAP configuration document, and this configuration document is directly from SAP. This document, for your information, this document I found yesterday, which was there in my drive, and this document was not uploaded in the portal. I am sorry, this is not ZaranTech mistake, or this is not anybody's. I can say that this I wanted to share with you guys, and I will show you that. We will go step by step to that configuration document also, which is from SAP. Okay, along with that, I will provide you the test script once we are done with the demo. Test script I will provide you with screenshots, and the last thing, I will show you how you can. I will take you two demos, which is released by SAP. Two demo videos I will show you, which is recently done by SAP. Okay, with the recent development, it is not yet available in our system currently. Whatever we are doing, so I would like to show you, but that is last, because before that one we have to understand what all configuration and how we can control this change record. Okay. So let us start, and this is the disclaimer, which is fine. You can you have seen in other slides also. Here is the agenda which we discussed. We will see the overall solution definition, what is required, prerequisite for the change process, and what is end-to-end solution, and what all data elements involved in the change process. Okay. So, you'd have heard about the change either with respect to a product, finished product. Finished product in process industry, you can say that there is a change in an ice cream, and ice cream is going to be available with a different with a different flavor or different ingredient. So the changes with respect to that particular, there is a change in admitted with respect to that particular finished product, which is called ice cream. So the same thing you can say here in discrete industry, MBOM is there, which is nothing but your finished product or main end item, which is highlighted by orange. And this end item, there is a change is required, and with respect to that changes, how we should incorporate in the system. Okay, so this change number is associated with the different objects in SAP. Like in this screen, you can see that changes for a finished product, how what all different objects you can include. You can include the recipe, you can include the object, say document, you can include the object engineering form, you can include the object you can say inspection plan, you can include material. So all these are object which we call it in the SAP. So those object actually associated with the change number, where actual changes are going to be happen. So in the system as per the business case. So this is just the representation of chain number. I would like to show you this slide. I hope this slide is visible for you. This is plain slide. This is not in ZaranTech format. Sorry, this is not in ZaranTech format. This is plain slide, and I would like to show you this, how the change management solution in S4 HANA started. What was, so it is very important to understand for all of us that how the change management solution was there in SAP. So you can see, first, the very first in ECC system, there was a change record and change object. Uh, Process was used to be there in ECC or ERP, where which was not part of S4 HANA. So still you will see that ECO, ECR concept, many of the discrete client, they are still using in their ECC, but their tables is totally different from what S4 HANA is currently offering. So the object itself is changed. There is no more ECR, ECO. So this is already changed. So the journey started from here, and the next you can see this one. This is your, then SAP introduced engineering record, and this was available. It is still available on the compatibility list. So if if you want to use this engineering record, it will be available in NWBC from web portal, and this you can, then SAP switched. They have refined the solution from this traditional way of handling the change management process from ECR, ECO to S4 HANA with engineering record. It was introduced long back. So, and then it is now at current version, you can see that SAP has introduced altogether in S4 solution with Fiori app, everything. They have brought the whole change management solution as a part of S4 HANA change record. So this change record, you will see when you are working in S4 HANA any system. So you will see this change record. Initially, this change record was introduced for discrete industry solution. Later on, recently last year, they have released in the market for process industry also. So there is a standard license number which is required for discrete. If you are working on engineering change management for discrete license, if you want this for discrete customer you are going to implement, then SAP recommends to use that license and get procured from the customer or from your side. The second one is license for process industry. That also has got unique license number, which is used for S4 HANA change management solution. So now we are going to discuss on engineering change management solution on S4 change record by using the change record. Okay. So uh, we are going to see this end-to-end change process. This is an example, basically, how a change process is uh, actually this change process is started. Who is the person, who is the role authority who trigger the change request, who receives it, who review it, who approve it, and who work on the actual changes on the change object, and then finally who approves altogether that change record, and who close that change record. So this is an example. In the example you can see, here I can say that Mr. Reel is the requester who finds that the change, change is been change should be incorporated. So he or she request for the change, and then he or she will create a change record in the system and submit the change record. So that's why you can see the first stage of the change record is submit change request. Once this record will submitted, change record will be submitted with the status of submit change request. This will be received by Mr. Elias, or we can say Rudra has created a change request, and Ramakrishna or Krishnamurti has received this change record in his inbox, and he can view the change record in his in inbox. So there is a Fury app called My Inbox where he will receive that the change record. He can see that, and he can add the objects. And once he add the objects, he feels that with respect to this change for a product, I can see that there are master recipe, bombs, document, label, specification, all these things can be included within within this change record. So he can create or edit all the change record, and he is responsible for adding all these things. Okay, so he add, and then he says that okay, I have added, and so at this status change, check change request status, he uh, sees this, everything he reviews, and he add or edit whatever it is required. Yes, a note that this all objects can be included from this stage itself, and then he can just edit or delete whatever it is required for those objects which is already been received from Rudra or Dr. Rezi. So it is received by him, reviewed by him, and then it will be saved for and change the then the status of this change record will be moved to the approved change request, which will be received by Mr. Adil. So we can say that one of the example, one of our other colleague, Thomas, has received this, and then Thomas has the super authorization. He has to approve or reject or send for rework. So he can send back that change record and say that, hey boss, this is there are some items are missing, some documents are missing. Please review this and change that particular that particular change record with respect to some of the objects. Some of the change objects are missing, so please add it. Then he will receive it, and he can add that, and he can again save the again save that change record. And as soon as he saves the change record, action will be triggered, and then workflow will be triggered, and then it will be sent a notification to Mr. Adil, and Mr. Adil will receive again that request, and then he will see that yes, now it is good. So he approves the change request for with or without digital signature. There is a functionality in SAP, we can set with digital signature in the configuration itself. I'll show you there. So he can approve it. Once it will be approved, until this stage, once the change record is approved with all the objects which was already available, then he will say that there is a possibility of change for that object, change object for material, bomb, or whatever it was included as a part of that change record. And then this request will be approved, and it will start for change implementation. Then it will, as soon as that change record will be saved, then there will be a workflow trigger happen. I mean, workflow update happens, and that request will be received by Mr. Elias, or we can say our one of our colleague, maybe Mr. X. He receives this request in his my inbox, and he will see that he will pick up at this point. There will be a automatic change number will be generated at this stage. Change number will be automatically generated from the change record which was submitted by Dr. Rezi, and Here at this stage, once the change number will be generated, with that change number, he will start implementing the changes with respect to that bomb, or with respect to that material, with respect to that any other object which is supposed to be there. And for all those objects, that change number should be used by him. So without that, by that time, there will be a lock of that changes with respect to that particular object. So there is an option in standard SAP. If you are changing and if you have included a particular MBOM version or BOM version, then that change is locked for by anyone. So nobody can change that, and system locks that. And that is what this at this place, that change, by using that change number, Mr. Elias will pick up that change object, and he will start the change. Once he will start the change implementation by using that, once he will complete the change, he will close that change implementation. Once he will close that implementation, then it he will save the change record. He will come to the change record. He will say that I have completed the change implementation for the object which you had sent along with your change record, where you had attached. Then once he will save and say, he will come back to change record, he will make the status of that object from start to close the change implementation. Once he will update, then as soon as he saves that change record, notification will go to Mr. Adil, and he, as he is the approver, he will review everything, and he will say that yes, this change record is whatever was triggered, this change implementation for the object which was included within the change record looks good, it is fine, and then he will close that change record. Okay, so this is a scenario, typical scenario. And based on the role, what you can see here, the he is an engineer role, he is also engineer role, he is a approver role, and this is a Dr. Rezi is a requester role. So SAP has given the standard roles available, offered in the system. So you can see this is for discrete industry, specific business role. And this role, as a part of any execution for a change record, you should copy and you should paste, you should adapt, you should have this role available with your SAP user ID. So make sure when you are performing BOM engineer role, then you should have this role assigned to your SAP user ID. If you are working as a design engineer, this is a standard role, business role, which you should assign to the SAP user ID. This is a development manager role, which should be assigned to your user ID. This is a product master data specialist. Basically, this is mostly used for the MDG related guys. They will assign this product master specialist role, and this is business process expert role. Also, this is very important for the workflow. So in order to have the workflow related workflow template related role, you should have this role assigned to your SAP user ID. Okay, so this case and this role is required. Okay, these two things. Third thing, I would like to tell you that there are how you will map this role to your different users. So you have to create the scenario like this. You have a set of user who is the requester, set of user who is the design engineer, and set of user who are approver, and set of user who are the actual change implementer, and uh, who is going to actually worked on that particular change object. Okay, so this kind of role setup you have to do by using these teams and responsibility. So there you can create a team. There is a Fiori app where you can create a team. You can define that who is the main boss, or who is the approver, and what all different roles are there. Okay, so this I'll show you where you can do this. Then actual actions which related to this end-to-end change process example, you will see this flow. Actually it happens in this way. So if you follow the standard workflow template procedure, then this is the process how it is based on the role. It is been mentioned here in this diagram. So this is actually approval process of change, rework, approval, and for the closing of it. Okay. So this is end to end. This is for digital signature and how it is. That's what it is shown. Okay. So far, any question you'd like to ask?
No, sir. One question. Hello.
Hello.
Sakit Rudra, yeah?
Yeah, Rudra.
One question. There is a
Your
term
voice is
called.
very low, Rudra.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, Sakit, there is a concept of date delimitation. Where does that come into picture in ACM, in change management?
Date delimitation means what date?
So, every change number will have a supported from the valid date, right? Valid from and valid to date for the
Yeah,
change number. If
yeah.
we create a
You can do it from two place. There are the parent. Parent is change record. If you are using the change number change record functionality, so the start date and the end date, valid from date, and change record completion date is there. Option number one. Option number two, if you want to change the date of a particular object, then that you can do it from the change number, so which is coming from your change master, which is nothing but your CC01 transaction, whatever you are doing there, you provide the valid from and valid to date, right? If you want
Mhm.
to freeze there, the system will not allow you to change that date. And if you want to change the date, you have to come through the change record number itself. So there is an option there, and some config setting. I'm not recollecting, but definitely you can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Satish here.
Yes, Satish sir.
Yeah. Regarding the change assessment, like for example, we are changing one of the material. Let's say we can take the material as example. So
Yeah.
if we do the changes material, what is the impact on other objects? Do we have any standard provision or standard app provided by SAP to do the change assessment?
There is a standard functionality available within the change record only. If there is a change in a particular object, then you can see in the change record itself, there is a change impact evaluation. And in that change impact evaluation, you can see that what all due to that changes, what all objects are impacted. And it will show you uh, wherever that material is used in, wherever production order, wherever whatever places that material is used, everywhere it will show you in the screen itself.
Okay. If possible, can you show where that once we are going into the system demo, can you show that point? Actually, in our current version, or
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely I will show you.
Okay, sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me go to system. So there are many things and very interesting things with related to this change record, and that's why I told yesterday that we wanted to spend at least 3 hours for this. Whoever is interested, they can stay on the call even after 11 o'clock, and we would like to see the maximum usability of this change record functionality. Definitely, Satish sir, for you and all, it will be very useful, and because I understand you are already working in with related to this change record. So, yeah. So I'll go to system. Before going, I'd like to mention that I hope as per the process, as per the requirement, this should be clear with what I have explained. But only thing, once we go into the system, then you will realize that how it is happening. Then you will get a clear picture that uh, where and what stage what is happening. So that is important, and until unless we do that, we will not able to understand completely how it works.
So before that,
Yeah.
I have a question, Krishnamurthy here.
Yeah, Krishna.
Sir, actually, do we have a change number for our recipes, or only we have a change number for specification?
Actually, yes, you can see in the current system, what I will show you, this is specific for discrete. So might be you will not see that recipe, but master recipe and other things which is used for the PP production, production planning, you can see there. I will show you. And once you specifically have the when you use that for the recipe, you have recipe specification, you have the option to have this uh, chain number.
Okay,
So the
sir.
thing is,
Okay.
okay, you asked me this question, and then Satish sir asked me. I'd like to show you quickly, and then we will start from the scratch.
Okay, sir. In our
Before I
current,
forget, I would like to show you
okay.
just a moment.
Sir, in our current project, we are not using change number for recipe. We are using change numbers for specification only. That's what I asked you.
Yeah, that's fine. You can use this. But if you want to include that object, specification object from the change record itself, then there are options. So you cannot create uh, the idea to have a change record is to have a control on the objects for which you are seeing that change implementation is required. So that object you bring to the change record platform, and then you tightly bound that object with the change number, which is automatically created from the change record itself. So system itself will create out of change record number, there will be a generation of a chain number, and the same chain number you use for that specification, and then you do the changes. Until unless you do the changes and complete within the change record for that specification object, you cannot you cannot complete your changes, and by that time your specification should be logged, and it will be not simple log. You have to do some customization in order to get logged that particular specification object, so that no changes are allowed. So you have to move that specification either in release status, where changes is logged for the it is locked for specification is locked for the change, and then you implement that specification change by using the change record, where you will get the change number there itself, and then you complete that changes, and then you release that specification for any use.
that is clear for specification. So for example, I want to change something in my recipe. So can I assign the ECN object for my recipe? Is it
Yeah,
possible?
I'll tell you. All answers I will give you. I am going to the configuration only.
Okay.
Okay. You can
Okay.
see my screen. My screen is visible to all of you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can see that product. I have gone through the same node. Logistic general product lifecycle management. You come here, change record. You come here, the object size and different chain number ranges and all. This is currently used for uh, the chain number which is running now, which is starting from 100. I have come across from one of the client in recent S4 implementation of ECM. I got to know that this is very big. This is I mean the time this number will be read by our R&D people or engineer, they will be dead. So you please remove all this kind of number. We don't want. So there is an option. So this kind of questions will be there. So there are user statuses. I would like to show you the config document, which is this one. Yeah. As I told you guys, I am sorry, this document I have not uploaded, and it is not fault of ZaranTech also, because this I found yesterday. So this document I will upload. I will give them. I'll hand over to them, and you can go through later. This document is from SAP itself, and it gives you the what all setup you need to do for different applications. So uh, there are. I'd like to go to the dashboard here. I would like to log into SAP system. Sorry. This login I had to change because I wanted to set up something in such a way that my ID, when I trigger the workflow, I should receive the workflow notification. And I was not able to consider my ID, which I was used to use during the whole training till now. So what I did, there is a HR related activity where a business partner should be assigned to the business partner should be mapped with the SAP user ID. So here SAP user ID, what you can see, I have used as a S4H PPM PM, and the name for that one is Peter. Okay, so this I have used. So point number one, you should remember, if you please note, if you would like to note. So this is important. Number one, okay, let me text. I'd like to mention here, you should have business partner role, okay, in the system. So business partner role, uh, it should be uh, mapped map business partner role to uh, your SAP ID. Okay, this is important. Without this one, you cannot uh, you cannot receive the notification in your inbox. So this is HR related activity. Catch hold, or you can use the transaction code like PA20 or PA30. Okay, so these kind of transaction codes are available from the back end where you can do this activity. I had a challenge yesterday, so and I did not have time like you also. I was very busy, and I could not do this setup for the actual user which I was used to do. So I have changed the user where already business partner is mapped. Okay, or you can go to manage business partner Fury app. Okay, business partner Fury app. You can go here and you can do these things, map the things. Okay, without that you will not receive. Second thing what you have to do, I will show you. I'm just writing here. Second, next thing what you have to do, you have to create the teams. Okay, create the teams by using a Fury app called manage teams and responsibility. Okay, so by using this Fury app you can create your team as per your customer request. Suppose in one project you are working, so there you use this manage teams and responsibility, and this work is also should be done by HR consultant based on your input. They and based on business input, you should understand that who all are available in that team, who will receive the notification on particular status when you change the status of change record. Okay, so this is important. Then you see, then you should have the status profile at least in the system, and this is actually config job, and this is your okay, fine, I don't have to write. So now next thing what you should have, you should have the authorization to create workflow template. Okay, please remember this workflow template is a standard of an option available in the SAP, and it will be standalone everywhere. If you have to create your own template, then you have to build a network, build a workflow. Okay, and then you can create a template and you have to assign all. You have to create a user status to the action. You have to map everything, and then you have to uh, uh, map with the role wherever you are doing from teams and responsibility. Okay, so this workflow template for the change record you have to do. Okay, and then you should have uh, and then this is the prerequisite thing which you have to do it. Then the last thing you have to check that whether the workflow start workflow what is the transaction code? I forgot.
SWIA.
Very good, SWIE. Thanks, Satish sir. So I, in fact, I had written somewhere here. No, no, SWIE. Okay. So to activate the workflow also, we need here we have to check that this is done or not. I hope I have not mentioned the wrong one, but I yes description. So this all should be available. We should take care of all these things when we are working for the change record. Okay, so make sure that this we have done already. The important Fury app, let me tell you, the important Fury app which is used, Fury app for change record. You have the manage engineering changes, change, or I think now they have changed to change record. Manage change record. They have updated in this version. Earlier it was manage engineering change. Manage change record. And you have uh, my inbox. Then you have uh,
Saket, Saket, sorry to interrupt. There is an engineering inbox as well. Is
yeah,
it?
that is overview of engineering inbox, not engineering cockpit, where you can see that what all changes with respect to a change record, where which is recently it is created, and here you can see that in this engineering cockpit. So and what did you mention, Sati sir? What was that? What did
There
you
is
say?
an engineering inbox. My engineering inbox. Engineering inbox, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
In object
No,
navigator, it will be there. See, Saket.
no, no. So, my inbox you have where you receive all kind of request notification there, and this engineering cockpit where you can see that what all request is received, what all change requests are received, which is and then you can actually see here how many since last 4 weeks or 4 months, or based on the changes received, you can see here, and you can directly click there and it will take you to that particular uh, Fury app itself. Here you see that my inbox. Once you click here, you will see that at last where I what is the who has approved and who has I mean that is the central Fury app where you can see that your all the changes. And then here manage document is also there. Manage change master is for the chain number which is created already, and how many chain numbers are there from here. So you can see this chain number. Yesterday I was trying to play around, so that's why you see here. So you can see that the chain number from the change record itself, how many chain numbers are there, so which you can see here. And this is all related to chain number. So chain number also you can see there. Manage documents also you can come here and see here. Chain number, validity, and effective date changes when this change is going to be implemented, which is triggered from change record. So that is also displayed here. So this is the Fury apps which is used. Let us go to, and one important thing we have to remember that when you are working in such system where no configuration exists, then you can refer this config document which is provided by SAP. So what is required to activate the scenario, okay, for flexible workflow? And always remember, this is the standard scenario 208 WS0080208, where we can see that any workflow trigger is happened, then you can see actually let me go to SWIA. Where is that screen? So you will see that particular task. Okay, right now it was not anything. So if I remove the date, so I think you can see here if some next screen it will show you. I mean, in very shortcut, I wanted to go there and show you that if that task is already mapped, uh, you can see that task related to that workflow. So please remember that this scenario is used and when you are working as a standard workflow template scenario. So uh, for SAP business workflow, these all are the tasks. This you don't have to do anything. This is already there in the system, but this document will help you when you are building something from scratch. So you can refer this document where you can see that decision keys and everything is maintained here, and stepwise we can see here. So
Is
you
this
will.
document uploaded?
No, that's what I admitted that Rudra in the beginning only, that I have not it was not pre-planned for this document, but yesterday I saw that this document I can share, which is directly from SAP. I will give it to ZaranTech. They'll upload this, and I'll make sure that you will get this document.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the chain number for the defined chain number interval. So you have seen already this user statuses. Okay, define user statuses. If you go to define user statuses, here you can see define user statuses. And why I am going through this document, so that we should understand, we should not miss anything configuration where we are doing something. Define user statuses, you can see here, these all are the user statuses uh, which is standard available in SAP. Okay, so when you are using change record, you will see that all these user statuses are already defined. So in this configuration node, you can see this user statuses are already there, 10, 15, 20 until 90. So that is what they have given the steps. If in your system nothing is there, blank, please follow, you can follow this document and you can map it, and then you can completely save this user statuses which is there. You can create your own statuses based on business requirement, different statuses, and you can use that also. That is possible. So then next thing is user status actions. So what are different user statuses actions are there? So within the change record only, you can see that define user status action, which is just below of user statuses. You can see here the user statuses action. Here you can see that a user status action is defined as a YA00, YA01 to a YA07. And this user statuses you have seen in the previous note, that user statuses are defined from 15 to 80. Okay, so that's why this mapping is for user statuses action. And here this is optional or inactive, which is not recommended to do any kind of active or inactive for the particular statuses. But at all, if at all there is a requirement from your business case, you can make use of that. So then you see here this node in the config document has provided the user statuses actions which is mapped here. Then you go to user status profile. User status profile is here. User status profile. In this profile, you can see that currently there is one status profile, which is standard one, S01. Okay, and this you can create your own user status profile by copying this, and you can map with the map as per your scenario. Okay, so currently you can see that here user status profile is mapped, and this is with this status you can see each and every step is defined here. For the step number 10 for user status, how many different actions are there? User actions are there. So action number 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 until 70. So you know that first is user status, next is user status action mapping, third is user status profile, and in the profile you have to map the user status and their actions. So in each of the action, what is supposed to be done: start change process, accept change request, send change request approval. That's why you have seen in as a part of this presentation, you have seen all this: submit change request, all this. Okay, so actually you will see here action what they perform, and it is mapped with your user status profile, and based on your requirement you can have the custom user status profile, and you can map with the action, and whatever custom based status you want, the user status action, the description you can give here. And uh, then we can see that here this is all, it is mapped until 07, until, yeah, until 0, okay, until 07, and then for, yeah, so this is all steps they have given how to map this, and this you can always refer. And for the condition, you can see here uh, for the user status field, action, and condition for the YA03. There are different condition for each of the status. As you can see, the status profile, it has got a user status action. For each action there is a condition whether the action is allowed or not. So this is also mapped. Here you can see that this 10 which is for accept change request, what all actions are allowed, and what all different status conditions. So these all are mapped with this condition, and this is how in the document also they have given. So important thing we'll come to know next node. So for these all are the different mapping with respect to user status action with the condition. So first user status profile, then your actions, user status action mapping, and once with respect to each of the actions, what all conditions are allowed or not allowed, that mapping you find under this configuration. So, and then you come to the important node, define change record types, which is important here. You can come here and for the uh, record types here. Here you can see that define engineering record change record types. So here this node is very important, and in this node you will see that here is only I was telling Satish sir that this workflow scenario, let us, we have to make sure that when we are using this standard workflow template scenario, we have to make sure that this workflow scenario profile is mapped to the change record type. Change record type is here is CR, which is standard. And if we have to, we can copy this and we can make our own change record type. But in the same change record type, we can map with the same workflow scenario. So this is the important configuration. Here is a trick. If you are using the workflow template scenario, then then you should not check box on process routing. If you are not using this workflow template scenario, but you are using by BRF plus function, then you define your everything, and based on the process routing scenario, you can click here. So that once you click here and make an entry, then you should not suppose if I am saying this that is 0, then I system will not allow. System asks that either you give this or you use this process routing. Then you can say that you can copy all, and that is how all the entries relevant to that one, it will display here. Okay, so this is a configuration settings which I wanted to tell you. In which case you wanted to use workflows template, for that one you should assign this scenario number, which is standard offering from SAP. If you are not using workflow template scenario, but you are using by using BRF plus function, then you should remove this workflow scenario. You copy this record type and click on the process routing, so that the configuration and the workflow status action, everything workflow it will understand from the BRF plus. Okay, so uh, for interest of your current working activity, I will give you that document also, where end to end how you will map with BRF plus. But I will try to show you one video. I think it will be interest of your area, because Satish sir, you are associated with workflow building and all, and it will be useful for you. How you can implement the logic by using the BRF plus. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, this is the configuration. What you can see here, the reference objects. So, my dear friend Rudra or Ramakrishna, sorry, Krishnamurti, you were asking that how many objects we can include within the change record. You can include this object type here, and in the standard object also you can find lot of options. Okay, so there are let me go through the next configuration node and all. I'll try to show you in SAP standard all sorts of objects it is mentioned there, and based on your usability you can pick up those objects whether it is allowed or not allowed. If it is available in that particular S4 version, then it will be allowed for you. If it is not allowed, you cannot include in the change record itself. You can't see anything. Okay, you cannot include your specification. You cannot include the recipe. If it allows, then only you can add. But the key is here. If you want to have the new entry and you want to have another object saying that 006, and I wanted to consider this object type here, like uh, for inspection plan, this is very standard offering. Suppose specification, I have entered a specification. Suppose recipe, I wanted to include this object also, which is part of our change record. Okay, then we can include this here, so that along with this whatever standard it was offering, these two extra we have added, right? And where you will see this, Rudra or Krishnamurti, I'll show you here. You will see this one. Once you go to change record and change, what is happening? Oh my God. Why?
The ID is duplicate. Looks we added the same 005 or 006. It is.
Or is it?
Yeah. Based on error, it is showing like that.
Okay. Yeah, ID is duplicated, but yesterday I was okay. Let me sign out and let me log in again with other. I just wanted to show this relationship so that I'll log in with a different ID here. Whenever I open this query portal, then always for the first time it is taking so much of time. I think we have to complain to, we have to raise this to system support team. Yeah. So you can see that. Hope this should also not give me some surprises. Yeah. You can see here this object. I had created all this yesterday. So. Okay. So Rudra, you can see here all the objects, change object. I have opened the change record, existing change record. I will show you, don't worry, I will show you how to create and how to start the workflow, everything I will show you. So here is the object at the item level, document, material, bomb item, product structure, variant. Okay. And this change
Yeah.
record was created earlier when we did not had this specification and recipe included. Okay. Now hopefully it should be appearing there, but I have not tested myself for including this one and if it is appearing there, but we will try. Okay. So this is how you can see that reference object is there. Then if we go through, go back to our config document, change document type. Here you can see that's what they have mentioned, that standard status profile is as 01, and then CR number is Y1, and Y1 where you have seen Y1 you had seen already in the
Number
Number range.
ranges.
correct number ranges, which was for change record types. Okay, so here and for parallel check it is here, and reference objects and all we have seen what all objects we can include, all this it was already there, we have seen all this. And then the relevancy, next thing is the item relevance. So once we go here and click on the item relevance, what is relevant based on the object what we have selected, so we can provide here the item relevance for with that object. Currently just now we have selected a specification and recipe, but whether that object will be allowed for the change relevance or not, we have not done here, so we have to do that, right? So without doing that one, system will not understand whether that particular change object is allowed for the change relevancy, allowed for create change, not relevant reference, whether it is possible or not. So what we can do, we can maintain the entries with respect to that particular uh, that particular object if we wanted to maintain here entries. Okay, it is here create, and then we can see that here. Okay, let me just give a try now. I hope we will not waste our time, but we will have to try this. Uh, I'll just take this example and we will create an entry. Oh my god. Okay. Uh, I'll just give change object type. What was the object type? Specification, right? And then what was that creator? Okay, SPC. What was that? Uh, change trigger SPC. What was that? New version SPC. I don't know whether new version was included there or not, but I'm just trying to add. What was that? SPC. And then what was the other one? Last one is reference. So it is SPC. So I have maintained the relevancy for this object type which we just added before this step, so that for this object the this relevancy should also appear, and relevancy will appear from where? Here, this part where this guy is wanted to start the change implementation for this object specification which we have done the customization here, so that this this will be relevant for change. This object, this object specification object will be relevant for change, so that this guy will make the status of that object which is a specification as a start for change implementation. Okay, so this is one of the example I have taken. So, and we were on the here. Okay, you can see that create, delete, and everything they have maintained. Blah 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 blah. This is all standard, and this is what we have seen. And then status. This is very important. So change number handling at change record header. So this is important. So here you can see that this change number handling at change recorder, which will give you for suppose we select this, and change number handling at change header. Okay, change record header. This is a standard config setting, and this is the place where your automatic change number will be generated at this status. Once it will once your change record status becomes 40, which is there in the screen. Currently it is on 15, this change record status. Once this status will okay, it is planned. Okay, yeah, so once this status will move to 40, then you will see that a change number will be generated. This is a very important config setting. When client asks you that from the change record number only I wanted to generate automatic change number, you don't have to go and create cc01 and create the change number and then link it to object. Then there is no use of change record functionality. Then what is the use of that? So that is why, by uh, providing this config setting in such a way that there will be a tight integration between your object which is supposed to be changed along and the change number which is generated from the change record itself, and the person who is going to change something within that object, he should use that change number only. So that is the business case, and we have to make sure that whatever object record type we are taking, it should have this settings. Okay, so here you can see in this status, I try to play around. You can see that 40, this record status. So once this will be on 40, this is the chain number is created. This first one, which starts from like a train from Bangalore to Chennai, 1 to 000 until 43, this is a change record number. And under the bracket, what you are seeing, this is a chain number which is coming from your the object chain master. Okay, so and their system automatically consider the object which you have added here. Okay.
Saket, just one clarification.
Yeah.
If you create the header level, will it applicable for all objects, or is it, for example, I want each object will have different change numbers?
Okay.
How we can handle in that case?
There is a one configuration setting with respect to that. You want to inherit the chain number from header to item label this object or not, then it will be automatically used the same chain number to, it will inherit to this object. There is a config setting here only.
Okay.
Okay, and this is very good question, and your client will ask these kind of functionality. So they don't want to use the, you know, again they did. I mean, the purpose of doing the engineering change is to have the track on what objects are going to be considered for the change implementation, and then you should track with the unique number where it should lock for the change, and once the change implementation is done, then it is released for the production. So that is the usability, and that you can do from here. If I remember, just a moment. If I remember, I wanted to show you that. If I remember the record status and sorry. There is an option here only. Within this only you will have to maintain the entry, and you have to provide the there is a, in the drop down you will see that change number inherited. So whether you want to reference the header chain number which is created automatically to your object or not. So that option is there here only. Where is that? I'll show you. I think it is here only. I maybe I'm missing the node. Processing status. Possible. This is where it is. This is processing status. Default impact scenario. If we go to this impact scenario,
There is one more node like merge or split by status something. Is the same you are looking? The last one.
Yeah, I know that. Let's see. There is a drop down where we can see. No, in the option it shows that whether we can. There is an option here, and you have to, once you make the new entries there, in once you click there on the different option, it will show you that whether you wanted to inherit that chain number for that object or not. So maybe I'm missing somewhere. but it is here only.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine. So, okay, so this is all, but I think I'll try to send you the screenshot maybe after the this one. I'll ask ZaranTech to upload that uh, screenshot where you will see that where exactly you can make that
Sure, sure.
option. Yeah,
Yeah, I will also search from my end configuration. Yeah.
yeah, but in the same node where we were there, in the same node it is there.
Oh,
So
So
what's the expected output, sir, to making that configuration?
sorry.
So I'm not understanding for this question. So
Yeah.
what is
Okay.
the task, sir, we are performing now?
No, no. He asked me.
Okay.
There is a chain number. Okay. This chain number is not uh, automatically assigned here for this object which I have added here material. Okay. So how is there any configuration where automatically this chain number will be linked to this object?
Okay.
So
Oh,
automatically transfer of that chain number which is created from this change record will be applicable for the all objects or not. Where is the configuration he asked?
okay.
Okay. So for that one only we were trying to search within this node only. There is an option inheritance functionality. So inheritance will do the transfer of chain number to the all the objects within the change record. That's what
Okay, sir.
we were trying to search. Okay. Yeah. So these all the different statuses and this statuses 40 these all statuses are important. You can see that 40 and 80 and there is something standard one configuration where in one of the project I struggled a lot and SAP also was not able to figure it out. And finally, I found something, uh, the particular configuration where it was. I'll show you. It is here only. This chain number handling 40, the creation attribute. So, other than this, we should also have uh, one more chain number field maintained. I think here is only one. So this was giving us a problem, lot of problem. So this chain number field is here. There should be some entries with respect to that, and we are studying a lot, and chain number was not getting created, and then finally we figured it out that here along with this description there was also some other entries was supposed to be also made. Let me check out if in some of this S4 version that sometimes give an issue. So just a moment, I will just try to unshare. Yeah, you can see that here this change region and description, all this was not available. So this we had struggled a lot, and finally we made this next to description valid from constant. We have made this. This was one of the issues. But when I was creating a change record, but change number was not automatically getting generated. And we have seen that this was already flag selected here. At this status, change number should be automatically generated. Sometimes it gives a problem, but in this system it is not giving issue. So I don't want to, you know, maintain any other entries like here. Here you can see that the next to description valid from date is also constant. If you want to make it constant, you can give and basically I don't want to make it any change here, so that whatever thing is working fine, I don't want to get into problem. But just for your information, I will share with you this slide also, which is very crisp and clear, and point to point uh, things are there. So yeah. uh, so going to the config document, you can see that in the config document also they have mentioned change record description test. So that's what we have seen, that change record description test. It is for mapped with the say user status 40. So and then for the rule group check and all, this is not required, and this is already so this is a total configuration related to uh, the SAP engineering change management using the change record. And this is released in 2018, but still it is valid. And from 2018 onwards only it was available here. There is an option I would like to mention you guys. There is an option for a digital signature, and with respect to this digital action, you can have this particular user status. You can provide the digital signature option, whether asynchronous signature process or uh, asynchronous signature process with modifiable signature or synchronous signature process. So the option basically says that whenever you wanted to make this signature for a particular status, and if that user who is performing a change record creation, if he or she wants to provide their SAP user ID and password, once they approve that status, then you need to come here and provide that particular user status action, and you have to give here strategy, whether based on this strategy you can provide here synchronous or asynchronous user status digital signature. So in this way you will find in the change record, on the top you will see that signature, digital signature, it will appear. So I have not activated and I don't want to get into that now, but there is an option and you can always control the digital signature from there for the change record, so that based on the user role you can always go and activate that. And how it looks I will show you, just a moment. I am done, I will show you. And if I share my screen again here, then I can show you here. You can see my screen here now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can see here the sign option will come, and once this is uh, for the uh, for the user's statuses, you will find here. Then once he will save, then system will ask him to create the provide his signature, either the email ID and address, or email ID and password, or you can incorporate the SAP user ID and password itself. So this is how you can see here. Okay. So this is one of the option available for the digital signature here, which you can make use of it. I don't want to use this. Okay. So now we will go to the change record, and we will create a change record just for your status and actions. You can see that Okay, this is for the different statuses and all. So this is there. Okay, fine. There is an option if you want to use the BRF plus function and use the template. So this is the node where you can see where you can utilize, and the options which I told you in the configuration, that you need to go and have your status profile copy and then put the process routing as a flag check mark, and just leave empty the workflow scenario, and then you come here and determine the template. You can create your own template, and you can do the process route template determination for the object item, and then you can set the defined decisions and all everything here, and then you can you can do the setup accordingly. Okay, so now I'll show you with respect to this one video. There they have shown that what all configuration needs to be done for when you are using BRF plus. So we will see this later. Okay, as of now, relevant to the change record configuration, we are done. Now we will do the activity. We will see that how we can create uh, a change record. Okay, so I'll go to this. I'll go to this, and I'll have to click on. Uh, Please remember, we have to create a workflow template if it is not available in the system. But if you would like to go to the change workflow template for the change record, there is an there is a Fiori app which is which is uh, uh, which is available, where you can use for the workflow template creation, and you can map with the change record. Okay, so I'll show you here, or it is already available in the other ID. I'll just log in with that ID. I hope. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll click on that. So I wanted to show you this manage workflow template for change record. If you'll click on manage workflow template for change record, here uh, I have uploaded a document also, which will give you the start to end, how to maintain the each different stage where you can create a template. So this is already been created. I would like, this is a standard workflow template with the all workflow steps, and for each workflow steps, what is the change record status, and who are who all are responsible for doing all this, who all are the recipients, what is the condition. So this all you can make on your own if you want to create a workflow template, if it is not available in your system. Okay, if it is available, the same workflow template you can use, and which is used for the actually workflow trigger. Okay, you come here, and I will show you here in the lab document, this one. uh, you can see here the workflow template, uh, create workflow template for process step. Here I think this document, let's see. Yeah, so you can see my screen, all of you. Is it visible, Satish
Yes,
sir?
sir. It's visible.
Yeah. So this is the step where you can create a template, a standard template, and this is how it will show you step by step how to create, how to follow. Okay. So please remember, this is a standard offering from SAP, and this will be standalone if you are going to use this. If you have to uh, use a very dynamic template, a dynamic workflow scenario and all, then you can opt for the BR plus, and then you can go there and create. But if you want to create, use this workflow template functionality from here only, then you have to build the workflow steps, everything you have to build here. But you can, and you have to create a workflow scenario also and assign to this change record type. So here you can see that choose workflow, all these steps have given. First here you can add this step, you can follow this, and you can create this, all the steps. These all are the steps, accept change request, and this all accept change request and all, as I have told you, you will see here, which accept change request, approve change request. So all these statuses you will find based on the workflow steps. Okay, so what you are seeing here, the same thing it will be shown in the change record. Okay, so the please follow this just for your practice, and you can create a workflow template for this one. Okay, so this is a end-to-end SAP document which I have shared, and you can use this to create all the steps, workflow steps, if you want to configure, and then it will be assigned to the particular user role. So this is there. Other than that one, how to create a change record. So how to create a change record, I will show you in the system, but I am just showing you with screenshot. If you can follow this, you can create a change record, and you can follow this step, and you can add the objects and all, and how to trigger a workflow, everything. In this one, you just upload the template and all. Then you see that how a request rework scenario, how you can follow with the screenshot, and how a request will be rejected, and how it can be sent back. And then once that changes are done, then this status can be moved to the next status. So this is one of the scenario, and then this is actually the start workflow steps, how to start the workflow from the manage engineering changes. As I was saying that earlier, uh, the Fury app name was manage engineering change. Now in recent 2021 version of S4, they have made to change record. So they keep on changing the names of your app. So this is your steps to start the workflow. Okay. So this documents at least you have. What I will send you that configuration document for this one. I'll ask ZaranTech team to upload this so that you can access this, and you can have for reference. Second thing, I'll also give you the test script, but before that, let us go to system and let us see that how we can create a change record. Okay, so here, whenever you create a workflow, whenever you create a workflow template, you access here, go to create, and then it will always ask you here only scenario. Okay, scenario is standard available from SAP system. Whatever standard scenarios are there, you can see here, you can select, and then this template will be used for the same scenario. Okay, so that's what for 208 is our for change industry, and then you can give the template here, and you can build this workflow template. I want to cancel, I will discard this, and then the step once you while creating a workflow template, you have the steps which you can manually add here. You can go and create a step number 1, you provide the step number 1, submit change request or something like this. This is all given in that document. So this is a standard kind of thing. Just wanted to show you. So this is how you do. So once you go to the, then see, manage change master is nothing but your CC01, which you were used to do from GUI system. So you can directly create a change number here also, where your change master screen will appear, and you can include the change object. But for the change record, we are not coming here manually, but we will go through the change record itself. Okay. And then uh, business partner function. This is important at, as I was telling you, the mapping of the SAP user ID, what we are using for this Fiori Launchpad, that should be mapped with the business partner role. I have given you the clear indication here that how it will be. Sorry, where is that? Yeah, how it is, uh, you have to map this business partner role to your SAP ID. So this is HR job, or you can search in Google how to map that. You can do it. So this is the way business partner, the Fury app you can use, or you can go to PF 2030, whatever you want, and you can maintain that. What is the usability of that? When you create a change record, then system will ask you the person responsible. So let us go and create a change record. I am in manage change record Fury app. I click on the create change. System will ask me product engineering change. Only one option is showing. Can anyone tell me what is this? And where it is, from where it is coming? It is coming.
Type of change type we have defined, correct?
Correct. Correct. So uh, you correctly mentioned, Satish sir, that this is a different change record type. If we have customized a different change record type. This is currently we have product engineering change. That's why you are seeing, when you are going to create change record, you will see here product engineering change. Okay. So that's why you have seen. If you want to have that again, the another change record type, then you can copy there only in the customization, and you can create. So whenever you create a change record, system will ask you for which change record type you want to create a change record. So here we can give demo PLM ECM for uh, ECM uh, uh, 777. Okay. So and here only you can see that this is description is mandatory. You can see here change responsible. That's why I was saying you, here only you should have this business partner. Against business partner, your user ID should be mapped. Then only you will receive this, you will receive the the notification when we trigger the workflow. So now, earlier I was trying to map with my ID, but then I didn't have time. I was also busy. So what I did, I took up the user ID, which is already assigned to this business partner S4H PPM underscore PM. So that I receive the notification once the workflow, there is a change in the workflow status. Okay. So here is this. um, I wanted to show you, I forgot to show you before this teams and responsibility Fury app, where I just assigned this, and here you can give some description. Description will be same. Okay. Description is same. And now you can see that my dear friend Rudra and Krishnamurti, you asked that, sir, whether I can add the specification and recipe within the change record, and whether I can use that change number uh, within the change record functionality or not. So you have seen that we have added that object just before some couple of minutes back, that we have added these two objects, so that you can see that this object inclusion is available within the change record. Okay.
Okay.
So level set also I have done this, all everything is there. Document is there. Document, you can upload the document. You can already created document you can upload, and here there is an upload document. So in DMS we have seen that object dependency and object linking. So that is how you see here. And then here you see that this process routing tab, where you can see it is empty currently, but whatever workflow template before these steps we have created, we can load here. But before loading, I would like to show you where this which team, how you can create a team. Suppose you have a team of Satish, he is the lead. Under that there are three team members: Rudra, Krishnamurti and Thomas. So these three people, Rudra is design engineer, Krishnamurti is bomb engineer, and third person Thomas is the product master data specialist. So these three people you need to create under a team and responsibility Fury app, and you have to create a team and group in such a way that when you trigger this workflow from change record, they should receive the notification. Okay. So what you will do, I'll just create, and I will just save this for the time being. I have created, I have not uploaded the workflow template under. So you can see that here the change record number 10000 followed by 44 is the change record number created. The initial status of the change record is 10, so which you can see. I would like to show you the manage teams and responsibility app, where you can create a team. So you can go to teams and responsibility, teams and responsibility. Okay, you can click here, and you can see here. Okay, where is the clear filter? Yeah, you can see here, this is created by me yesterday. So you can create a team like this. You have lot of teams available. Okay, lot of teams. So you have to define here, you have to create a team here. Okay, you can create a team here, and you can show create a hierarchy, who all team member are available here, and what is their role: bomb engineer, bomb engineer, bomb engineer. There are two more. They all these three, Parthiban, Franz, Peter, these all guys are already having the role here, which is mapped to this business partner. So this is very important function, uh, feature. When you are working in change record functionality, you have to make sure that you need to do this setup. Without this one, you will not receive notification in your my inbox. So catch hold your HR consultant, say that, boss, I want this particular business partner role with this person to be assigned for this role, and please create within this this app, manage your teams and responsibility app, where once you map this, as you can see that Peter is project manager here, and you can see that Peter has all the, everywhere within this team. Also here the owner, team owner name is also here, and in this way it can be uh, the the notification can be sent. So you can create your business part, you can create your team here, you can add the team member, and you can also create assign a team owner here. Okay, so I don't want to uh, I don't want to disturb this. So you can see that this is for your information, and there are a lot of other module people. They have also created for teams and group by using this manage teams and responsibility. I will share with you this document also, and I'm sorry, this is not fault of ZaranTech, and I am sharing with you guys the document which is very much required, and you don't have to run here and there. Okay, this is more document what is required, and so that you understand when you are performing this activity in the system. So these document configuration from SAP, and this is decided at last moment yesterday. That's why I am saying you, and this was not planned to be uploaded there, but I am saying you, I'll upload. I'll make sure that this document will be available for you and uploaded. Okay, so for manage this teams and responsibility also, there is a step-by-step configuration which I will share with you, and in order to process that, execute that in teams and responsibility management, this slide will give you the picture how you can do this activity. Okay, so I come here, so that's what I wanted to show you here, the manage teams and responsibility Fury app, which you can add in the Fury Launchpad, your home screen. We will go to manage change record, and this we had created just now, which is in initial status. Okay, I'll go to edit mode. Okay, here you see that, just try to visualize here currently how many tabs are there: display, saved version, analyze impact, merge, split. Okay, merge, split, display variant, display saved variant, analyze impact, all these things are there. Okay, so here you can see that this change record number is there, change number field is vacant. Okay, now, and now we have edited this version. We try to add some material bomb. Okay, material bomb we can add this particular material if we want to add this. So we can say that we can pick up something which is maybe FG126, and here only you say that whether it is change relevant or not relevant, this you have to give. So can anyone tell me from where this is coming, from which configuration it is coming? I know that Satish sir will immediately answer this. Uh,
The status configuration release for release.
Relevancy.
Item
Relevance. Yeah. Here, relevancy for the bomb object. Whatever reference object is there. So what is the relevancy here? Create not relevant, reference, all these are coming from here. Okay, got it?
Sir, one more thing, sir. What is the valid from date and valid to date for this ECN, sir? Suppose I want to capture one more change in my specification, only
Okay,
in the specification. So how to capture, sir?
you have to go to specification and you have to make a change, right?
Yeah, and so the change, the second change will be covered with the same ECN number, or I need to create a different ECN number.
The ECN number, change number, you have to pick up, which is created from here only, change record number.
So I need to
And
create new change number. I need to assign to the specification, right? That object I need to add. Correct, sir?
yeah, you have to use this change number to that specification. But once this change record status is completed, you cannot use the same change number to the same specification if you have again some changes. Got it, na? Once, that's why what is the role of this guy here? What is the role of this guy here, Mr. Elias? Rudra, what is the role of this guy? He is starting the change for specification.
Yes.
And the chain
For
number
creating a
where,
change.
yeah, and the chain number, as you started change record, chain number will be created here only. So he will pick up that chain number and he will make that status of chain number is completed. Then it will be closed. And later on, if you are saying that was I wanted to make another change for that same specification, so can you use that chain number?
No, we cannot use the same change number, sir. We need to create new one.
Correct, correct. That's why you have to, if you want to stick on the change record functionality where you system automatically generates the chain number, then you have to start from the beginning and you have to include that specification object. For the time being, if you don't want to use this change record, you go to change number functionality where you create the change, apply that change number to your spec, do the change, and then finish. I know that this functionality is there in very highly customized in one of the CPG client in Bangalore, and I know, and it is totally different, highly customized. They are not using change record. They are using the change management concept where they create chain number, they display chain number, and uh, uh, create change and display. These three, the icon you can see in the NWBC, they were used to do that time. Okay. It is based on the business case, Rudra. If you how you wanted to take, whether you wanted to take that same chain number and use for the multiple objects multiple times, then you have to have the config setting accordingly. Then you stick within the implementation. If you want to have a change again, then I mean the approval steps needs to be incorporated. It has to be. So by
Uh,
saying by
so, sorry, Saket. I have one query, Saket. This change number valid from, right? Valid from, valid to date. That can be like a, by system default, it can be like a future date, the valid from.
yeah, valid from, you can do the settings from the chain master. So here, this is change record. Once you include the change object, and once here your chain number will be created, then you can system from here only you can go to the chain master and you can see that if you want to change the valid from date, you can change this. Or
So
you,
that means it's a manual change for the valid from, right, date, right?
it
Or
is
system.
depend
Yeah.
it is depend on you. System will you have to do the configuration in such a way that valid from date from when system should pick up for that object.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, So I have added this and I make it relevant for change. Okay, and then I add. Let me try to add some specification here, if at all available. Okay, I'll say that this specification and relevancy is changed, and then I have added specification and material. Okay, and I will go to, if you want to assign any kind of document, you can take with this document, and you assign this document, so that what why you are assigning this document, what is the requirement, so that when you are submitting this change record, then the person who is going to receive this change record, he should able to see that what is that document will give the clear picture that how this change has to be taken place, how your okay, or how it needs to be followed. So here, then you can see that currently it is empty. So whatever workflow template we have created, we upload this workflow from workflow template. Currently, we are selecting the standard one. Another one I have not created. So you can see that in order to avoid the work, you can see that all these workflow steps along with it is loaded from the template. And you can see that all the status is in change review, all this, you will see another status. And you see that here we have added two objects, specification and material bomb, and we can see that here on the top we can see that this particular icon is there, and uh, where only these four are available, and we save this. Once you save, you see here the total number of objects what is attached. Status is 10, and you can see here start workflow icon is appeared. Okay, so once you upload the template, workflow template here, then your start workflow icon will appear, and then you can start the workflow. You can save this, and from here only you can if you want to make any addition of objects or deletion of object, you can do, and then you can start the program. Answer to the Satish sir's question, analyze impact is something with respect to this object. You will see here, I don't want to touch now because it will show empty. So here you can see within the change record only, due to this object changes, if these are used in different places, those production orders, those things will also get displayed within this analyze impact. Okay, so we start the workflow, and then you can see that in this green message workflow has started, and refresh the page, so that this is the indication. If you get red, it means that something is wrong. So this workflow is started, and you can come back and see here that the once you refresh, then you can see here that this status will get changed. Here in the recipient you will see one more column here, and if you come back, then you come in again, you will see that it will be refreshed, and you can see here currently record status is change request in review. You go here, and you can see that this is request number, request in review currently in 15, and then this change record number is there, change number is not yet generated, and asking you question when the change number will be generated, at which status. based on the configuration. What we did, yes, tell me, somebody was speaking.
Yeah, on status 50 you mentioned, correct?
40.
Okay.
40. So once it will become 40, then we will see here change number is generated automatically along with this, where we can see that object is available, which is we have created, we have included in this. Now you can see that there is the status recipients who is who has received this request for the once we have triggered the workflow, and it is currently ready, and then this is submitted to these guys, France, Ocean Billing, Parthiban, and Peter Project Manager. Okay, this request is gone to their inbox, and then we can come back and we can see that as I have logged in with Peter PPM Project Manager, I can see in my inbox. Okay, I can see in my inbox I have received a task. Along with me, there are two other person also who has received this task in the inbox. You can see here, just now we have received this. Currently, there is some issues in the system. Otherwise, you will see here all the details. How you will see the details? You will see the details like this. I will show you. Yeah, is it visible for you guys? It is very blurred, right?
Yes, sir.
Just a moment. You can see this area here. It is barely visible for you guys, right? Okay, let me show in the test screenshot. Yeah, this is good. This is visible for you guys.
Yes, somewhat better.
Yeah, I hope it is full screen, right? It is visible, right? So you can clearly see here, right? In my inbox, you can see record type, change record number, change record description, record status, and change the responsible, and this the detailed description. So like this, you will receive. There is something which I observed in this current system. Otherwise, you will see the all whole details here. Okay, which you will see all the details here, and then these all things are appearing correctly here. So you can see here where is our system. Yeah, so here this in the below, just below this box, you will see there, and if you see the log, in the log for the time you can see that today at 11:12 it has been created, it started workflow and created the task, you can see. And I as a uh, I have submitted, then somebody has to look at and he has to approve. So the approval will be done from here and submitted here as approved. Once it is approved, then it will also notify the two another, okay, approved, and it is gone. And the next step, you see that this is again needs to be make it as a complete. So before complete, you need to see that complete. And if you go to the the change record, there you will see in the status it is completed. So here you can see in the log that I have received it, I have reviewed it, and I have approved it. Okay, and then the action can be completed. What you can see here now, again one more message has come because I am not changing the user ID, which is mapped to this business partner, where it is mandatory to receive the notification once we receive it in my inbox. So here you can see that here you see that uh, this currently it is approved. We have approved this, and it is on this stage where the document reviewal should be there by this all again these people, the respective processors who is supposed to make any change. So now before reaching to this stage, once the confirmed chain number where our chain number will be generated, we have to make it change possible, and I am sure that we have made it change possible. Let us do. Okay, so already there. So currently, this change record is in 20 status, and is still not yet our chain number is not yet generated, and we have seen that this is on 20 status as next step has to be also approved, and I have received the status notification here to make it complete, and then you can see that here the other action will be completed. So we go to change record, and we'll see that if that is uh, currently is in 20 status, and it has to go for the still it has to be approved, it is ready. So as there are three users and I am trying to confirm the action from my user only, that's why it is coming three times. And let's see there now again one more has come. So now you can see that I am just trying to bring uh, this status to 40. That's why I am trying to pull this to that 30 status. Now it has come to approve status. Now let us go and check the manage change record. Now still it is in 20 status. Now it has gone for the ready request ready for approval 30, where we can see that now this we have completed these two operations, and it is gone for ready, which is on 30, and now sorry 30, and now we will have to complete this, then it will become 40 status, and then we can see that change number will be generated from this. So we go to my inbox, and we have received that notification already. And then I will approve. So now we go to this manage change record, and we will see this change record number. Now you can see that this has come to uh, change request approved status, and with the change number in the bracket you can see. So in this bracket, once you click here, then this is your change number which is generated by the system on its own. And if you can go from here only change master, and then you can see that this is in this your change number is automatically created from the change record only, and you can see that automatically there is a check mark, a flag check for the material, and I think for the specification also it should be there.
So it's not included specification.
Yeah, so because the change relevancy there also it was not appearing. So I have not tried earlier for the specification object within the change number, because we are using the discrete specific change record. If you'll go through the another method, then I am sure that it will automatically check that. But still you can do manually here for that object. You go here, and if you want to change that change master, this change master, you can go to object type. This was already ticked, and if you want, and this is active, and then if you want to lock this object for change, you can lock here by selecting this. Okay, so there is a lock option, so this object will be locked for the change. Nobody can make a change while you are implementing a change. Okay, so you save this, and then you come back. Okay, and you come back, and you can see that with this status you can see here this is approved till now here. So actual change number is ready for the implementation. So now at this stage, you once your change number is generated with 500013, by using this change number you can go and start implementing the change like this person was supposed to do, Mr. Elias. Okay, so Elias will take that change number, and then he will start implementing the change with respect to the object which was included. One was BOM and one was specification. Then you can use the same change number which is generated by system here from the change record only 50013. Okay, and then uh, assume that I have not set a lock, so it is now available those two objects by anyone. It can be changed. So how you will control? You will lock there, so that nobody can change the make a changes by using some other chain number. Okay, you can use this chain number, and also there is a standard functionality for BOM where without entering a chain number it will not allow you to change that BOM object. Okay, so that is there. And then you, I'm just trying to mention here based on my experience. So you can see here, now you will have to go to that bomb. Sorry. Now here, as per this 2021, they have also given here this functionality. I was not aware, and I can see here that log is also shown here within this change record only, not only in my inbox. So once I approve this confirm change number, once the change implementation is done, then we can, as you can see that here we have received the notification for the changes, change start and proceed for completion.
Sir, shall we stop it here, sir? Because we are already running out of time. We can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is okay. Allow me 5 minutes.
Okay.
We can wind up, and the rest of the thing we can. Anyhow, we are connecting on Monday, so we will complete the rest of the thing there. So this you can see here, it is gone to design change in process. So actual change implementation is started here, and I have not shown you by going to CC02 or accessing the manage change master and go to that change object and then make some changes and save it, and then come back here in change record and saying that it is completed. But I am directly saying that this is I am trying to complete it here without any change, but we assume that this this is going to be completed. Processing status is not appearing. I'll show you on Monday. Processing status should also come there. So what we have not done here as a part of configuration, we should have selected this processing status here. Click. So currently it is not clicked. Otherwise, before making any changes of that object, there will be also one column which is processing status for change start and change completion. That is that is not appearing here due to this configuration, which we forgot to make this configuration. But we can do that, and yeah. So we go here, we quickly complete these changes, and I complete. Please bear me 5 minutes so that at least next session we can utilize for our discussion and question answer and other topics. So you can see that this should have completed now. Now this product change in the process means already change implementation is happening, as we have not seen that, we have not mentioned their processing status. That's why we have not seen. But next session I will show you, and then until this status is completed and we are in the last, and we will have to uh, see that how it has to be received, and it has to be completed here, complete and approve. So now you see here in the engineering change record, you can see now the status is completed. Okay, so now you can see that all the approval with the respective person. Here I have used only one my user ID. That's why you have not we have not switched over with the other person. But if you create a chain, create a team and responsibility, that respective person has to go to their my inbox and they have to approve and complete. So now you can see that this is whole workflow step is complete, and then this change record status is also completed, which is 0880, and change execution status is also 09. Now you can see that analyze impact configuration activity. Okay, this we have not maintained. Otherwise, Satish sir, next session I will show you that analyze impact, how it will look like once we have completed all the changes. Okay, so this is complete end-to-end one scenario. So we have completed, but I will show you processing status, how to add here, which we have missed here as a part of configuration. To check mark this we have forgot, that's why it did not come, so that you can visualize this person will start change and complete change for the object. Okay, without completion of that object, change record cannot be completed. But now as that processing status was not visible, that's why I was able to directly complete this status, change record status. Otherwise system will not allow you. Okay.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.